What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another quick episode of the Fantasy Fellow Show. It's as I record this, it's January 11th, 7 o'clock on a Wednesday evening. We're going to draft the Mitten 4 Underdog's Best Ball NFL Playoff Contest. If you guys are new to Underdog, I do have a description or a link in the description. You guys can sign up, get a 100% match deposit. So if you put 50 bucks in, they're going to give you 50 bucks back. I'll get a $10 kickback, whatever. But anyways, I did put a video out last night doing this. It's for the entire length of the playoffs, so we have the next few days to continue drafting teams. And currently, right now, this it's a little over half filled up. So they got about 32,000 entries, 56,000 total in this one. And if you're questioning on how this works, essentially what we're going to do, well, first place is $35,000, so that's always fun. And it's a $5 entry. And then as we get further down here, you have schedules. So wild card round, divisional round, conference championships, and the big game. So you have to hit your tiers. So we're going to end up drafting with a lobby of 6 people. So me and 5 others. And I think they're going to take the top 2 scores from week 1 from wild card round. They're going to move them to the divisional round. And I think then you have to continue to score the top in your group to move on to the big game. It's a half PPR scoring, your standard half PPR quarterback numbers and everything there. And then as far as your roster, you're going to start 1 QB, 1 running back, 2 wide receivers or tight ends, 1 flex, and then you get 5 bench. So you only get 10 picks. And essentially, my favorite rosters have been like you're trying to pick the team that's going to represent the NFC and the AFC. The better your builds are. So like say you wanted to stack 49ers and Bengals or 49ers and Bills, or if you want to do Eagles and Bills or Eagles and Chiefs, it's best to kind of target 2 teams and then just make sure, especially because Kansas City and the Eagles are on bye, it's best to make sure that you have enough ammo in the first round to get to the next round. So with that being said, here is our draft board. We have the first overall pick. So it looks like, and again, most of your draft builds will depend on where you pick. The top 6 picks here: Josh Allen, Christian McCaffrey, Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Jamar Chase, and Joe Burrow. I've had the 6th pick a couple times, and I've never been able to get Chase with Burrow. So it's hard to stack these guys. But for me, we'll be able to take Josh Allen, and the advantage of him, you can see he's projected 53.6 points. That's the most of any player in the whole pool. And essentially, if the Bills make the Super Bowl, there's a good chance that my team is going to be moving along in the underdog contest. So that's fun. And then drafting Josh Allen just kind of means I get to draft a handful of Buffalo Bills players. So we're not going to get Stephon Diggs, but there is a small chance we can get Dawson Knox, Gabe Davis, Devin Singletary, James Cook. There's some potential for us to stack some fun Bills players. So I'm going to take Josh Allen right away. Christian McCaffrey is number 2 here. He actually, looking at this yesterday, he was number 3. So he's hopped Mahomes of late. But we'll start the draft here with Josh Allen. We'll see if we can find some more Bills here. And then I kind of want to start targeting some NFC players. We'll see who falls there. Obviously, the good news for Josh Allen is he's not on bye. I'm going to get a full quarterback this week. So I don't technically need another quarterback. We can just latch ourselves on to Josh Allen. If it makes sense, maybe we'll look at doing it. There goes Christian McCaffrey at the 1.2, and it goes quick. You only get about 30 seconds to make your pick. But as we're starting to look for our next potential pick, again, I'm gonna star the Bills because it'd be nice to get Stephon Diggs. We're not going to get Stephon Diggs. We do have Gabe Davis down here. You also have, where is Devin Singletary? You have James Cook. And then did I miss Dawson? There's Dawson Knox. So, I mean, if we can get these players, let's go ahead and do so. I don't really know if there's another 3rd or 4th wide receiver that I'm interested in. And then there goes Patrick Mahomes and Stephon Diggs. So we'll see. This guy at 6 looks like he's got a chance at the Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow stack. So that's really sexy. I like being at 6 sometimes because you do have some good odds here. And he does get to go Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. Wow. So we'll see if he does it. He takes Joe Burrow, and he should take, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. That's a fun little stack there. I don't know who I want my running back to be. I'd love to get Singletary and James Cook if I can. Their ADPs are about 26 and 33. I mean, if I can get Travis Kelce, I'm cool with that. Just locking in another good player. Kelce's and the Bills wouldn't meet up until the AFC Championship game anyway, so I don't mind that. I don't want to take Bengals in this because Josh Allen would be playing the Bengals next weekend in their 2-3 matchup. So Higgins not really into my lineup here. I do like Debo because there goes Debo. I guess we could take Justin Jefferson. There's George Kittle. Slightly interested in George Kittle. There's Devonta Smith as well. He's kind of a fun pick. There's Jerick McKinnon. And then I don't think Gabe Davis is going to make it all the way back to us, but we can try and gamble. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take George Kittle, just lock in a starting tight end for us. And I kind of want to, target some San Francisco players, and we get Kittle there. Now, I could take Austin Eckler. The Chargers would be playing the Chiefs round 2. We could do a Charger bracket. And I do like Devonta Smith. I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to grab Devonta Smith, and we're going to play the NFC as potential Philly or San Francisco. We'll start to grab Philly and San Francisco players if we can. There goes Brock Purdy, and we'll kind of go from there. So interesting. Chloe's mom, he was setting it up. He got Debo and Devonta Smith, or he got Debo and Brock Purdy. So he's definitely going with the San Francisco 49er stack. And there goes Gabe Davis. I'm fine with that. I don't love Gabe Davis. I think if I can get Singletary, James Cook, Dawson Knox, I'm totally cool with it. I wonder if I could search Buffalo. Isaiah McKenzie, decent player here. John Brown caught a touchdown last weekend, 1 for 42. So he's an interesting piece. And then James Crowder's not going to be playing this week, but he does have potential to play next week. So we'll keep an eye on Jamison Crowder. There goes Austin Eckler, T. Higgins, Joe Mixon, Miles Sanders. And I'm probably going to, if I can get both Buffalo running backs, I think I'm cool with that. Just locking in those two guys, because I can start one running back and then I can start one as a flex. And then if I could get Dawson Knox, I suppose I'm fine with that. But otherwise, Jerick McKinnon, another piece there. Keenan Allen, another good piece. Well, I think we're going to take Singletary and James Cook if we can. I wouldn't mind Goddard, but again, we already got Devonta Smith. Devonta is just like a nice little ace in the hole, kind of bullet in our back pocket. There goes Devin Singletary, so that guy sniped us. Unfortunately, that was not very nice. At this point, McKinnon can be the running back, because then we have a team that's represented in the AFC and the NFC that we have. We got a Bill and a Chief, and we got a 49er and an Eagle. So we got potential to get some teams into the NFC and AFC championships. Now I'm kind of torn. Damn it. What team do we want to go with? Keenan Allen's a good pick here. Juju's not a bad pick either. I got 10 seconds to do the job. But Juju's on bye. 4 seconds. I'm gonna take Dallas Goedert. So we got 2 Eagles, and both guys. We got 3 guys on bye. So we have Allen and Kittle. So I'm hoping we can find enough points to get us into the final round. Or I guess the second round, divisional round next weekend. So we have Josh Allen playing this week and George Kittle, but McKinnon, Devonta Smith, and Dallas Goedert. We should have a good advance rate into the conference championship weekend if we get there. But yeah, this was a tough part of the draft. I could have taken Juju. He's on bye. I could have reached on James Cook. I didn't feel like it was necessary. We might be going. Yeah, they're going. So this guy right here, Chloe's mom, he's got. He's kind of reaching for his stacks, but he's got Dawson Knox and Singletary, which is fine. He's got Brock Purdy and Debo and Christian McCaffrey. So he's building a San Francisco Buffalo Bills stack. So I'll have to keep that in mind for the next pick. He might be looking to take Isaiah McKenzie, maybe even like a Jawan Jennings type player. So unfortunate, but there we go. We're balanced. We got Devonta Smith and Dallas Goedert, which is fun. I wouldn't mind trying to find another Chief if we can. Isaiah Pacheco is there. We could pair Pacheco with Jerick McKinnon. There's also, Ronald Jones had a nice game last weekend. I'm just typing in Chiefs here, seeing what else. You got Kadarius Toney. You got Mecole Hardman, who could come into play. I don't love MVS, but we'll put him on the list. And then there's Ronald Jones. So I'm just clicking into some Chiefs. We do have the Bills in here as well. Let me type in Eagles. Miles Sanders is already gone. Maybe Kenneth Gainwell, maybe Quez Watkins, maybe Boston Scott. There's some interesting pieces here. At the top of the board, we have the Buccaneer receivers, Godwin and Mike Evans. And again, I do need players that are playing this weekend. So I'm open to to grabbing a couple guys here that are a little more unconventional. But if the Buccaneers win, I mean, this is looking pretty good if we get Godwin and Evans. I know it's Tampa Bay; they're kind of a tough matchup here. There's Kirk Cousins, Mike Williams, T.J. Hawkinson. I'm gonna go with T.J. Hawkinson. I think the Vikings should beat the Giants. So we just get another piece on the NFC side, and then AFC side. I mean, should I grab again Pacheco and Kadarius Toney? These guys are all on bye. 10 seconds left to do it. I mean, Mike Williams is there. I'm just gonna grab Isaiah McKenzie. We'll get another Bill in there. So we have Allen and Isaiah McKenzie. We'll see what happens. We have one. So this week we have McKenzie, Hawkinson, and George Kittle at our wide receiver and flex. We still need a running back though, because Jerick McKinnon's going to be on bye. So I do need to grab a round one running back, whether that is, I mean, I don't mind Leonard Fournette. I don't mind. I guess Elijah Mitchell's interesting. He's going to get some run at some point for the 49ers. Ezekiel Elliott's also a decent pick. Not sure. I don't want to draft a Raven. That smells pretty bad. We could take Nyheim Hines. I mean, he's been making plays in the kick return game, and he could, if anything happens to Singletary or James Cook, he could be getting some more work. So I'm kind of interested there. We did see Raheem Mostert is hurt. So maybe Jeff Wilson for half a game against Buffalo. But anyways, we're moving into the 8th round here. Pacheco goes, Dalton Schultz goes. I'm not in love with my team build, but I do think it's kind of fun. Like, it should get us to. I like the potential to get to the conference championship round. We have Josh Allen, Jerick McKinnon. Like, those are good players there. But yeah, we're gonna need George Kittle, T.J. Hawkinson, and Isaiah McKenzie to pull through for us. So I do need probably at least one more running back. I need a wild card running back, and then maybe one more wide receiver flex. But basically, all the fun players are kind of gone. Kansas City and Philadelphia are hard picks right now. I'm torn on I'm torn on the Tampa Bay Dallas game, because if Tampa Bay wins, like, they're gonna go ahead and go play probably Philadelphia next weekend, and then we'll probably see San Francisco, Minnesota round 2, which could be interesting. But anyways, we're almost up to pick. We have picks 8 and 9 coming up here. I'm just gonna unclick everything. Mike Williams is hanging out there. I know he's dinged up right now, but he's not a bad pick. I'm curious. I mean, Mitchell played. He had 5 carries and 2 touchdowns. I wouldn't mind taking Elijah Mitchell. We'll see if Chloe's mom ends up taking him. But he takes Adam Thielen. I'm going to land on Elijah Mitchell. We'll get there's our wild card running back. And also we had another 49er, so I like building that stack there. And then at this point, I mean, we have 2 more picks left. If I want to burn one on a guy like Kadarius Toney and get a Chief here to pair with McKinnon, we can totally do that. I kind of don't mind. I need to make a pick soon. I think I'm going to go with Kadarius Toney. Yeah, we'll put Kadarius Toney in the team. And now we got Toney paired with Jerick McKinnon, so we'll get some added fire for next week. This week we're going to be starting Josh Allen, Elijah Mitchell, and then we're going to have George Kittle, T.J. Hawkinson, and Isaiah McKenzie. So it's a little light. We need one more guy for this week. So we have the last pick in this draft. I'll take whatever the best player is, and he's probably not going to advance to next weekend. But if that is DK Metcalf, so be it. If that is Zay Jones, so be it. If it's Tyler Lockett, that's fine. Maybe I take Nyheim Hines too. We could see if Nyheim Hines and Isaiah McKenzie can duke it out for us as kind of like a flex position. But yeah, that's a lot of fun. Again, if you guys are new to Underdog, use the link in the description. You guys can sign up and get a 100% match deposit bonus. And then I'll get a little bit of kickback. We can do more best balls together. It's fun. Get your free money. And yeah, if you're watching, subscribe to the channel, like the video. It helps us grow. Most people, it looks like a lot of people have 2 and 3 quarterbacks, which just seems a little awkward to me because you need a lot of flex players. But I'm just curious, what did Chloe's mom end up with? He's got Chloe's mom, Purdy, Cousins, and Trevor Lawrence. This just seems like a weird build. But best player available is Mark Andrews. I don't love it. Lamar Jackson probably not going to play. Hayden Hurst, I don't know. Um, let's see. DK Metcalf did go. We got 10 seconds to make a pick here. Maybe we go with Miko Hardman. I would like to get a guy this week. I think I'm going to go with. I'm just going to take Nyheim Hines. He's playing this week, and we kind of loaded up the Bills. So here's our final team review. We have Josh Allen at quarterback. He's going to be playing for us. Hopefully, he can make it to the Super Bowl. Our running backs. We have this week. We're going to have the best score between Elijah Mitchell and Nyheim Hines will play. I know Nyheim Hines hasn't been a phenomenal offensive piece for the Bills, but he does have return value. And if he does get a touchdown there, if he catches a touchdown, we're feeling good about that. So we have one of those two guys scoring for us. And then if we get farther, we can unlock Jerick McKinnon. And then down here, for this week, we have to start 2 wide receivers / tight ends. So we're going to end up starting George Kittle, TJ Hawkinson, and Isaiah McKenzie. So 2 of those guys have to score, and if we get 2 running backs to score, that's great too. Otherwise, Isaiah McKenzie, Nyheim Hines are probably going to score our best one of those 2. So I'm fine with that. Hopefully, Josh Allen can boost us to the next round. But yeah, that's it. That's a lot of fun. Get your drafts going on Underdog, and thanks for watching the video, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.